Hey guys, welcome back to my methodology series. This one's covering Fraps. When it comes down to it, um, Fraps is my number one choice. It's the one I choose to use above anyone else. It's still not quite as good as what I'd prefer it to be because the way it records. But in the end, it is the only one I can get that will still be workable and malleable to work with Premiere or uh, Windows Live Movie Maker. But I just want to throw in one quick note for those who didn't catch the annotation on my prior Tuscar video, is that due to burns, some burns I actually got, the audio, the voiceover was pretty much low key like it is right now because of the pain, but hopefully my next video will be in better spirits, as it were. So, let's see. Yeah. I try to keep this off. I don't ever want to run benchmarking. And the overlay, I keep that to Control plus 9, number 9. I mainly do that simply if I accidentally end up with the overlay in the upper left or something like that. I don't want it on there. If I could, I'd hide it always. I absolutely hate that. I'd much prefer something like ZD Soft that has a little indicator in the upper left-hand corner that lets me know whether or not recording is going on, rather than having to either keep the FPS up in one corner of the screen just to see that it's recording, and it's shown to everyone. So that really puts me off of that. I really wish that there was an indicator that you could choose, but it's not in the cards apparently. So I save my movies to there, but do Control plus 7, num 7, that's my thing. 30 frames per second. All my videos are recorded in half size. Now, when it comes down to it, I could very much easily take this and move it to full size. I have absolutely no problem with recording in full size. Here's the problem that I incur. If I record in full size at 30 frames per second, I end up with 2-minute segments, and each one of those segments is 4 gigs. So let's do a little easy math with the calculator here. So let's say I've got a 4 gig segment, and each one of those is 2 minutes long. So if we double that, let's say 30 segments for an hour, because that's normally what I cap, about an hour of footage. That's 120 gigabytes of space. Now, while I have that much space on my hard drive, plus I actually have probably about triple that space, that's a hell of a lot of space to waste for a video. And when you're talking about encoding and editing, it's a real pain to edit little tiny segments like that. It's much easier to edit large segments and import just 4 or 5 segments rather than 13 per se. So I prefer to go half size. If you go to my videos with the Tuscar videos, you'll notice the quality's really good. You see everything very well. About the only thing that's pretty much pixelated, hard to make out, is the text. And you know, who needs to read my texts? No one. I mean, I could easily cut that out and no one would probably even notice. I could probably just take the chat window down altogether and no one would probably even notice. So I choose to record my sound. Sometimes I don't. It really just depends on the situation. Loop buffer length, I doubled it to 60. And let's see. Yeah, I don't ever select any of these. And that's pretty much my methodology for Fraps. Simple enough. So that's it, guys. There's probably about 3 or 4 million other videos on the subject. They're probably in much better detail. I'm by no means a Fraps master, but I hope for those of you who do catch on and see this, it helps you out a little bit.